Welcome to the class. In today's class, we are going to learn how to prepare potassium dichromate. Potassium dichromate is a very attractive color salt. That color is red orange. We saw this salt in lab during 11th practical. Potassium dichromate is prepared from chromite iron ore or chromate ore. Here we are going to prepare the potassium dichromate with the use of chromite iron ore. This preparation follows 3 steps. First one, conversion of chromite ore into sodium chromate. Second step, conversion of sodium chromate into sodium dichromate. And finally, we have to convert sodium dichromate into potassium dichromate. Let us see one by one. First step, conversion of chromite iron ore into sodium chromate. First, we are going to write whatever the reactant we are going to use. With the use of this reactant, what is the product? So, in the conversion of chromite iron ore into sodium chromate, reactants are chromite ore, sodium carbonate, and oxygen. The temperature maintained is 900 degrees Celsius to 1000 degrees Celsius with the presence of lime. It gives sodium chromate. Now we are going to write the chemical formula for these compounds. Chromite iron ore formula is FeCr2O4. Chromite iron ore formula is FeCr2O4. Sodium carbonate, usually we know this, Na2CO3. Then oxygen. Sodium chromate means Na2CrO4. Sodium chromate is Na2CrO4. When this iron react with oxygen, it form iron oxide. Iron oxide formula is Fe2O3. If we react the carbonate salt with oxygen, this carbonate is converted as a carbon dioxide. So with the use of this idea, we form one skeletal equation. Next, we are going to balance this equation. First element here, iron. Iron in left hand side 1, but in right hand side 2. To equal this, here we are going to give 2. So now iron is balanced in both sides. Next, chromium, Cr. Chromium in left hand side 2 into 2, 4. But in right hand side 1. So to convert this 1 chromium to 4, in front of sodium we are going to give 4. Now chromium is balanced, then iron also balanced. Next we are going to concentrate on sodium. Sodium in right hand side 8, but in left hand side 2. So to convert this sodium 8, here we are going to change as 4. Then oxygen. Now sodium also balanced, chromium also balanced, iron also balanced. Next we are going to see about carbon. Carbon here 4, but here only 1. So in front of CO2 we are going to give 4. Next we are going to balance oxygen. Oxygen in left hand side First we have to calculate 2 into 4, 8, then 4 into 3, 12, then 2. So totally how much we have? 22 in left hand side oxygen 22. In right hand side, here 4 into 4, 16, then 3, 8. T 27. So in right hand side oxygen totally 27. 4 into 4, 16, then 3, then 4 into 2, 8. Totally we have 27. Here 27 oxygen, in left hand side 22. So how much is balance? 5 oxygen we have to add in left hand side. So already one oxygen is there. 5 oxygen. Oxygen usually we have to join as a O2. So 5 oxygen we have to join. But if we add like that 5 O2 means totally 10 oxygen molecule we have. But we need only 5. That's why we have to divide this 5 with 2. So what will happen? This 2 and this 2 will be cancelled. So 5 O. Already here 1 O2 is there. So along with this we have to add that 5. So here I am writing, right? See that 1 O2 already we have in equation. Again we are going to add 5 by 2 O2. Now here we are going to take the LCM. 2 into 1, 2. 2 plus 5 by 2 O2. So what is the answer? 7 by 2 O2. Then this and this O will be cancelled. So remaining we have only 7 O2. So this 7 here we are going to add. Are you clear how we get 7 here? To balance the oxygen in both sides, we have to add 5 oxygen in left hand side. Oxygen always we have to join as a O2. So 5 O2. But we need, if we write 5 O2, it is a 10 oxygen molecule. But we need only 5 oxygen molecules. That's why we are going to divide this 5 with 2. So this 2 and this 2 will be cancelled. So it's convert as a 5O. Already we have here 1O. So we have to add this 5O2 here. So 1O2 already we have in 1O2 already we have in the equation. Along with that we are going to join this 5 by 2 O2. If we take LCM for that, it will convert as a 2 plus 5 by 2 O2. Then 2 plus 5, 7. 7 by 2 O2. So 7 O's here we are going to add 7. So the coefficient of oxygen is 7. Now oxygen also balanced in both sides. 7 by 2 only we have to. 7 by 2 we get 7 by 2 oxygen. So 7 by 2 we add here. To remove this 2, we have to multiply the whole equation by 2. To remove this 7 by 2, we have to multiply whole equation by 2. If we multiply here, this 2 into 2, 4. So this coefficient change as a 4. Next, here 4 into 2, 8. 4 into 2, 8. Here if we multiply with the 2, 2 and 2 will be cancelled. So only we have 7. So coefficient of oxygen is 7. Next in right hand side we are going to multiply with 2 only. So already here 4 is there. 4 into 2, 8. Here 1 is there. So 1 into 2, 2. Next here 4 is there. 4 into 2, 8. So now we balanced this equation. Next step is conversion of this sodium chromate into sodium dichromate. To convert the sodium chromate, we are going to use this sulfuric acid, that is a H2SO4. So sodium chromate is going to react with sulfuric acid. It's give sodium dichromate. Sodium chromate formula, what is this? Na2CrO4 plus sulfuric acid formula H2SO4. It gives sodium dichromate. Sodium dichromate Na2Cr2O7. Here also we are going to balance this. This remaining, now sodium also reacted, chromium also reacted, oxygen also reacted. Remaining who are they? This hydrogen and sulfate. This sulfate is joined with sodium. It's form sodium sulfate, Na2SO4. Sodium sulfate formula is Na2SO4. Then this hydrogen leave as a water. This hydrogen leave as a water. Now we are going to balance this equation. Sodium here 2, here also 2. Chromium here 1, here 2. So we have to change this left hand side chromium as a 2. So to change this, we can give coefficient 2 in front of the sodium. To change the chromium, we put 2 in front of sodium, but now who is changed? Sodium is changed. Sodium in left hand side 4, but right hand side 2. So here in right hand side also, here 2, here 2. Now sodium also balanced. Chromium also balanced, sodium also balanced. Next oxygen we can see. Oxygen here 8 plus 4, 12. Here 7 plus 4, 11 plus 1, 12. So oxygen also balanced. Next hydrogen here 2, here also 2. SO4 1 molecule, here also 1 molecule. So this equation is balanced. By balancing the chromium and sodium, this whole equation will be balanced. Next step is conversion of sodium dichromate into potassium dichromate. Sodium dichromate formula, what is this? Na2Cr2O7. To convert this sodium chromate into potassium dichromate, we have to add potassium chloride, that is KCl. It gives potassium dichromate. Potassium dichromate formula, what is this? K2Cr2O7. Just instead of this Na2, we will add K2. Now this here in left hand side K is 1, but right hand side K is 2. So to equal the potassium, here we are going to add 2. Now potassium is reacted here, chromide also is there, chromide ion also is there, which is missing sodium and chlorine. Sodium also 2, chlorine also 2. So plus 2NaCl. This is a preparation of potassium dichromate. By seeing this is a equation, so it's a very hard, like you can think, but if you spend 5 minutes to study these formulas, chromate over formula, sodium carbonate, sodium chromate, sodium dichromate, then potassium dichromate, these formulas you know, surely you can write the equation without any confusion. So first preparation of potassium dichromate means in your mind these all the formulas has to come. If it is come, surely you can write these equations, these three equations also. Once again I recall these equations. Potassium dichromate is prepared by three steps. First is conversion of chromite iron ore into sodium chromate. Second one, conversion of sodium chromate into sodium dichromate. Third one, conversion of sodium dichromate into potassium dichromate. In first step, we take chromite ore plus sodium carbonate plus oxygen. It gives sodium chromate. Chromite ore formula is FeCr2O4. Sodium carbonate Na2CO3. Oxygen O2. Sodium chromate Na2CrO4. When we react this iron with oxygen, iron always convert as a iron oxide. Iron oxide formula Fe2O3. If we react the carbonate salt with oxygen, this carbonate salt will produce carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide formula CO2. Now we write the skeletal equation. Next step, we are going to balance the equation. Iron in left hand side 1 but right hand side 2. To balance this, we will add 2 in front of the iron. Next, chromium. Chromium in left hand side 4, here 2. Here 1. To convert this chromium as a 4, in front of sodium we are going to give the 4. Now sodium is balanced, chromium also balanced, then iron also balanced. Now we are going to calculate the oxygen. Oxygen in left hand side 22, right hand side 27. To balance this, we have to add 5 oxygen in left hand side. Oxygen always we can add as a O2. So 5 O2. If we add as 5 O2, oxygen is 10 molecule of oxygen is going to join, but we need only 5. That's why we divide this 5O2 with 2. Next, we are going to add this 5 oxygen into, already 1 oxygen is there in equation. So 1 oxygen plus 5 by 2 oxygen. It's give 2 plus 5 by 2 oxygen. Then 2 plus 5, 7. 7 by 2 oxygen. 7 by 2 oxygen. So the 7 by 2 oxygen we are going to add here. To remove this 2 by, to remove this by 2, we have to multiply the whole equation with the 2. Already here 2 is there, so 2 into 4. 2 into 2, 4. Already here 4 is there, 4 into 2, 8. Here 2 into 7 by 2, 2 and 2 will be cancelled, so only we have 7O2. Then already here 4 is a coefficient, so 4 into 2, 8. Here 1 is a coefficient, 1 into 2, 2. Here 4 is a coefficient, so 4 into 2, 8. Now whole equation is balanced. In second step, we are going to convert the sodium chromate into sodium dichromate. To convert this, we will use sulfuric acid. So Na2CrO4 plus H2SO4 gives Na2Cr2O7. This sodium react with sulfate means give sodium sulfate. Sodium sulfate formula Na2SO4. Always this hydrogen is removed as water. So plus H2O. Now we are going to balance that equation. This side 4 sodium is there, but here 2. So here in front of sodium we are going to give the 2. By balancing the sodium, automatically chromium is balanced. Already oxygen, hydrogen and sulfate ion also balanced. And finally we are going to convert the sodium dichromate ion into potassium dichromate. Sodium dichromate formula Na2Cr2O7 plus 2KCl gives K2Cr2O7 plus 2NaCl. Thank you students. I hope you all understood. Please, you spend 5 to 10 minutes. Surely you can understand this equation. This is a very important question. They used to ask in every year public. Thank you students.